the director of the U.S. Secret Service. Ronald Kessler, let me just bring you back in. As I was just asking you about how you would, sort of overhaul this agency, I'd love just to get your gut reaction to the news.
Well, as I was saying, the only solution is to bring in an outsider to replace Julia Pierson. That's what I said in my book as well. If Microsoft or some other private company is failing, what do? You bring in a new person as CEO to shake it up and to change the culture. You don't reconstitute it as something else, as some people are talking about. It's simply very basic. You have to change the culture. The agents themselves are very brave and dedicated. They'll take a bullet for the president. They're totally disgusted at what's been going on, but it's this management culture that has been really corrupting the agency. And you could see signs of that when Julia Pierson put out a statement after the intrusion saying that the uniformed officers exercised tremendous restraint. Does she think we're fools, that we're going to fall for that? I mean, it's just the opposite. They should have taken him out, because first, dogs should have been unleashed on the guy. Obviously, the uniformed officers were not paying attention.
Taken him out meaning they should have shot him when they saw him jump the fence of the White House.
You got it. They should have shot him, and he was a threat to the president. Obama had just left, but he could have returned. Either way, he could have had explosives. He could have had weapons of mass destruction.
We're at war. You never know what this man could have had.
There you go. And you could have 20 terrorists from ISIL with grenades. And these people who say, you shouldn't increase the perimeter around the White House, are just asking for an assassination. I mean, as if people have access to the president anyway. Of course they don't. They can watch him on TV, they can look at his Twitter account, but if they're walking by the White House, they certainly don't have access to the president, and therefore, it doesn't make any difference if the perimeter is pushed back a bit.
Ronald, I'd love for you to stay with me. We're just going to keep this conversation going. Again, if you're just joining us, we have just received news that Julia Pierson, the director of the U.S. Secret Service, who was really grilled yesterday on Capitol Hill by the House Oversight Committee, she has given her resignation to the White House.